Oneyplays! With friends.
Welcome to God of War with Lyle and Tomar.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Tomar.
Hi, I'm Tomar.
Oh,
What are
that's
you
right.
talking about?
I mean, I'm Lyle.
Name?
I'm Lyle, and that's Tomar.
Anyways, we're playing this. Ding Dong and Julian are dealing with a broken laptop, so we're doing this while they fix it.
Broken
gonna
heart,
play a little God of War.
Soul.
Do you want to play God very hard?
Let's just do normal. Let's just make it a jaunt.
Do normal. This is gonna be, a walk in the Spartan Park.
I haven't played this since it first came out, and it's really weird how you remember stuff looking so much better when you first played it.
Yeah. I mean, this was originally on the PS2. I
Yeah.
mean, I guess this is a remaster, technically.
Yeah.
But all the original videos were probably, like, highly compressed, and I don't know if they really had, like, masters of them.
Yeah.
I also really, like, I firmly believe that with a lot of these games, and you see, like, the old polygons, but in full HD on like a big TV, it makes them look kind of weird. Whereas
they might actually look worse than they would have looked on the original.
I mean, like the low resolution kind of smears it out. You know, like those rocks, you can see all the polygons on them.
It looks cool though.
And you can see how his shoulder joints are not in any way connected to his torso.
Oh, jeez, yeah, wow. Oh my God, I remember this looking...
that's definitely pre-rendered. That looked way worse than the game.
Just snapped out.
But that's the thing. At the time it happened, they pre-rendered it because it probably looked better than the in-game graphics. But now it actually looks substantially worse.
Did most people even have a HD TV back then?
I don't think so.
Preceded it, didn't it? Or
did it?
The PS2, like, I think was before HD TVs were common, or maybe even before they were a thing.
You know what? You're right. Dead Rising was the first HD game I ever saw.
You got to strain.
You gotta feel like you're really pulling on a grate.
Until Kratos feels like it, and then he just casually flings it like it's nothing. Is this game considered a classic now?
I mean, would think so.
Sony of America would probably call it that.
They would probably like to, wouldn't they?
No, this game definitely has history. I mean,
yeah, I mean for sure.
They're even like doing a new God of War now with the like beard Kratos.
What are your opinions on that, Tomar?
I think beards were a good choice. I mean,
you would. I agree with you.
I mean, I feel like they're definitely trying to be like, hey, what if God of War met The Last of Us and we could do this whole sympathy for a helpless child angle. So, I mean, that part feels transparent, but that alone, that doesn't make it a bad game or even a bad choice. That's just, is a thing that they're doing. I don't know. I don't know if that works for God of War, honestly. I don't know if God of War is supposed to have heart to it. Like,
didn't you play God of War 3, where at the end of God of War 3, hope saves everyone?
I don't think I ever played 3. I played the hell out of 1 and 2.
Yeah, 3 has like this really bullshit ending where it's like the power was in you the whole time and it was hope. And it was like, what?
There you go. Yeah, mash him up. Those quick time events are no match for you, Chris.
You can identify shapes.
I fucking hate this shit. This is the one thing I don't like.
I think it works in God of War just because it's sort of baked into the design of the game. You kind of always know when it's coming. I think you like initiate it.
This is the best part of God of War right here.
The rafters,
sidling along rafters.
Look at him go. He's just a goofball.
Try to fall off. See how hard. Oh, okay. All right.
He's weirdly nimble.
But he grabs on.
Oh, he did a little dive.
I think it's an interesting choice to give like a big buff dude two knives instead of like a giant hammer or a huge like cloud sword or something, because they could have easily gone that direction.
But, I mean, the whole idea of the extended knives on chains, I think, was to be like, we want something where you can just mash your controller and you will constantly be hitting everything.
And it looks cool.
It does look cool. I think it was a solid choice at the time.
Huh.
At least for what this game was trying to do.
The boats. Look at them eat those polygons.
Are you trying to get out that way?
I don't think so.
Oh no, there you go.
Stay away from me.
Okay.
Stay away.
Spoiler alert, you kill that man 3 times.
Yeah,
that's right.
Throughout the course of the series, right?
Yeah, in every single game, you kill him a subsequent time. Like, you go... I think you might actually kill him twice in this game.
Yeah, I feel like he's a running gag.
Yeah, because you go to Hades in, like, every game, and you kill this guy after you kill him here.
That's
like,
right.
multiple times. So, like, because one time he was kind of a shithead and closed a door on you, you just fucking murder him 3 times.
Yo, is the,
You can kill these
Oh god,
people,
it's
too,
harpies.
for, like, no reason. If you grab these guys, you just, like, gut them for no reason.
I love harpies.
Grab,
They're cool.
grab one of the running dudes.
Okay.
It's like unnecessarily mean. There's no reason, but you get it like rewards you directly for doing that.
That's fun.
I know,
Exactly.
I like it.
Well, that was my point. God of War was never a game that was supposed to be about heart. It was supposed to be a game about just like ruthless war doing.
That's what I hate about the new
warfare.
one. The new one is like, I'm taking care of my son. I love him very
Although,
much.
isn't he more like, kill this deer, look it in the eye and kill it?
This is like, but Dad,
I will have no son of mine be a pussy.
I want to be an artist, Dad.
If I see you drawing, I'll break all your fingers.
Okay, you fucking ass fucker.
I'll give you one singular finger. And you can curl it towards your chest and be like, me son.
Singular finger. It's a good band name.
Singular finger?
Yeah.
I dig it.
There he is. Whoa.
Whoa!
Look out, man.
Here you got a mash. You got a mash.
I like that. That's fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. I don't know. I have never really had a problem with QuickTime events. I know that it's cool to shit on them, but I really haven't. I mean, sometimes they're done really horrendously, but I've never, on principle, just hated them.
Yeah, I think they've been used poorly, but you know they are what they are. They let you add like tension to a cinematic part of the game,
and they let your character do something that's not in its like normal repertoire of moves.
Yeah.
While still like making it feel like you
like at the time God of War came out, the idea of having all these like contextual things you could do actually was pretty cool. I need to stop saying shit like that. I sound like a dinosaur.
You sound epic.
Back in my day,
we
didn't have polygons.
We didn't have context-sensitive actions.
Duogons.
Greek mythology is super cool in itself.
It really is, and everybody fucks everything, and the main dude turns himself into a cow.
And the gods act how gods would act if they were gods. They're
you know, right?
fucking
Like
assholes.
just complete cretins.
Yeah. Super cool. Don't bite me, you fucking...
That's interesting.
Jesus.
I wonder if, like, the guy who, like, writes it... We can say this about Greek mythology, right? Like, clearly somebody wrote it. We went to the top of the mountain. There's no dudes there.
Yeah, there's no gods up on Olympus.
We can definitively say that one some dude made up, right?
Yeah.
So, like, when it comes to the dude who made that up, like, why was he just, like, fucking... Okay, the water dude, he likes horses, and he fucking, every time you tell a lie, he makes your daughter infertile. Like, did that guy, like, try to kind of scholarly figure out, like, an educated guess? Or did he just fucking...
What if it was just a guy who lived on Mount Olympus and wanted to make sure nobody came up there and bothered him? So initially he just made up this story about, like, yeah, there's gods up there and they'll mess you up if you ever go. That's a holy place. You can't go up there. And then people really bought into it, and he's like, man, I could turn this into a profitable business somehow.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
I mean, like, he wasn't the guy. There's a few things where, like, there's a guy involved, you know, and whenever there's, like, a guy involved, there's a certain one I'm going out of my way not to mention.
No. How do you...
There's, like, a guy involved in a religion, you gotta think, like, okay, so this dude maybe profited heavily from, like...
How do you pull yourself back up?
He knew the gods, but with Mount Olympus, I don't think there was ever, like, a dude, like a real dude that walked around the earth in that religion, so...
I mean, but they had these,
if
like...
you're gonna write, they did have the heroes.
They had priestesses, and they had, like, what do they call them? Oracles, yeah.
I mean,
and these people all got, like, crazy offerings to do whatever it was that they did for a living.
That's true. Like we're like the fucking ankle guy, the
Achilles.
Yeah. Was he like a real dude? Obviously the invincible, except for his heel thing, that's not real. But was he like a real guy that was like, oh yeah, every part of me is invincible except my heel. Fuck me.
I feel like he didn't even mention that part until after it happened. He's like, oh, well, yeah, you know, he got my heel. That happened to be my one weakness. Like, make sure you write that down. Someone write that down.
Look at these losers. Go to hell. Get out of here. Get over here.
You're sure showing them.
I know, right?
Stupid survivors.
They're just trying to survive against this volley of arrows, and then this dude who has no reason to hurt them just comes up and stabs them for sport.
Can they hit me when I'm doing this?
There's
Okay.
like
No, I think. Oh, I guess
they can fuck up your box.
That's really silly that it just comes back.
like,
you can kick the box with R2, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what you're supposed to do is just kind of like.
Fuck.
Or I think you have to hold it. You have to hold it down.
It's so.
I remember like there's a few of these parts specifically that were actually difficult. There's one where you're doing this and it's like on a hill.
Fuck.
The first one was a little brutal. The second and third I kind of remember being a bit more of a breeze, but the first one specifically, I remember there's a few parts like this.
Oh no.
Stupid asshole, that was your fault.
Take it out on him.
You too. That's so mean.
It's unnecessarily mean. That's
Being
what I like
mean in
about
games
Kratos.
is fun, dude.
He's just a fucking dickhole. And this was also, it came out around the time, like it was like mid-2000s edgy.
Yeah. No one felt any need to put like
bullshit,
like a moral compass into an action game. It was just, you know, it was cool because it gave no fucks.
There's this interesting theory that's probably written by someone who's not educated enough to have an opinion. I say on the video game Let's Play on YouTube, where they were saying like basically that the reason you're seeing all these like dad characters is because the audience that was like 15 or 16 when a game like this came out is now, you know, in their mid to late 20s. So now it's like, well, now these guys are dads, so now we gotta continue to make Kratos relatable to them, or, you know, with The Last of Us, or just in general, you're seeing a lot of like dad video game characters pop up, which is an interesting theory. I wouldn't doubt it.
Tomer, I'm so glad you said you didn't like The Last of Us.
I mean, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I just
either,
never got into it.
Just,
I got bored.
Such a boring game. It's not. It would be a good movie.
I don't think it makes me cooler or edgy to like
grab these guys, Chris.
I
grab
just
them.
I played several hours and just like I wasn't having fun.
Me.
And like then like I took like a few weeks break and I like tried to play it again. I'm like, I have no idea what was going on last time I played.
You're not supposed to have fun with video games, Tomar.
Oh, this is
supposed to have a good cry. You should zip line.
I'll zip line. Watch as I zip line.
It's strange that zip lining has become a thing that's like in a lot of games now.
It's because it's fun.
Is it though?
I think it is.
I don't find it not fun or like just particularly terrible. It's just a weird thing to show up
There's a lot of
as it does.
There's a lot of it in Tomb Raider. I actually really like the new Tomb Raiders, by the way.
I liked the first one. The second one was a little too open. Oh!
He does not look good.
Dang.
I want to strongly disagree with you, Tomar. I fucking hate Tomb Raider.
We definitely have different tastes when it comes to stuff like that. I have no, like I don't even like
you know what we all think tastes good though. Pussy up here, boy.
Wrong.
Up here. What? Really?
I feel like you can be straight and not like the taste of pussy, though.
Wow.
Just for the record.
Two of you have now turned on.
No, I
me.
have no problem with it. I was just making a statement.
I firmly submit that like if you could like put that on like an Italian sandwich.
Look at this bitch.
Chris, that that zombie creature is equally, if not more, buff than everybody else on this couch. Does anything about that bother you?
No, he was buff in life.
And now he is buff in death.
He deserves to be. He worked for it.
But you just like killed him by pressing 2 buttons.
You are dead.
Do you guys want to try?
I'll give it a whirl.
Give it a whirl.
Lyle's gonna give it a snap.
I'm gonna give it an old college
attempt.
Yes, I'm gonna attempt to college in it.
Attempted collagen.
Yo, Tomar.
What?
Let's write the new God of War game. I'll be Kratos' kid, and you be Kratos.
Isn't Lyle doing this earlier? Oh, my son, it is a great day. Nothing could possibly go wrong in our Spartan paradise.
Oh, Daddy, I'm not a good hunter. I don't want to hunt.
It's okay, son. As long as you kill at least $5 a day, you'll totally get better.
Didn't you used to rape people and kill people for fun?
Yeah, but it was cool back in my time. No one had a problem with it.
Okay.
It was just accepted.
That's fair.
Now things are different. Now we're...
Cosby's going to court.
It's all because of Cosby.
It's all because of Cosby, son.
Okay. Don't ever rape me, though.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't. What an unnatural thing to say.
I'm sorry, yeah, no.
What's funnier?
I need a more natural retort.
Why are you thinking of Hydra, Tomar?
I think, well, is it a Hydra? Oh, I guess it is a Hydra. There's 3 heads.
Yeah.
And here I just thought it was a plain old Leviathan.
No, it's a Hydra.
Yeah, all of these are like the same creature.
It's
the
a-
big one is the main creature.
It's a Hydra.
I wonder if it can see through all the eyes of all these things individually, and if that's difficult to keep track of.
Yeah, to have 3 brains, like how well do those communicate with each other?
Or do they at all?
One must wonder these things.
And if it blows itself, you know, does it...
Like, do all 3 heads feel pleasure, or just the 2 that aren't the ones doing the blowing?
Exactly. This is the questions that keep me up at night.
I always thought Disney's Hercules Hydra was one of the coolest designs.
Oh yeah, I thought it was always weird that it just started with 1 head, and it's like up until this point, it has never had to grow other heads, so everyone's sort of learning at that moment that that's what a Hydra is. That's why oh, that's a Hydra, okay. Like...
This thing is fucking huge, by the way. I remember when I saw this on the PS2, I was like, whoa, it's so big!
Yeah, this blew me away the first
And all the
time.
chanting makes it feel really cool, too.
Yeah, that's true.
That's Gerard K. Marino's score.
Because, like...
You know that cartoon I did on Newgrounds, the theme song with the misheard lyrics? The guy who did the music, he posted on social media, he was like, this is great! And I was like, oh! And then I called him on the phone. I was like, I did that. He was like, I want to use it at some show. And I'm like, okay. And he just never did, but it was still cool.
That's cool.
That was a pretty cool encounter.
Yeah.
He was really nice. He emailed me and he was like, hey, this song is going to be in Guitar Hero 3 as downloadable content, but since you were so cool, you can have it before anyone else. He sent it to me like months before it came out.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it was...
Like he just gave you a code or something?
He just sent it to me as an MP3 in the...
Oh, I see.
an email.
Did it have, like, a guitar remix or something, or...?
Yeah, the second game had the whole Devil's Pot of Tea. It was like a metal remix, and it was really good.
So this is the whole Devil's Pot of Tea?
Yeah, that was the second game.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Okay. Whole Devil's Pot of Tea, Mulan. I remember that for sure. Like, okay, yeah.
That was really cool of him, though, because...
You slippery idiot.
I was just like a fucking 17-year-old that could have leaked it.
It's true. That was very trusting.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Because I feel like most 17-year-olds on the internet, like you see what happens with like when a kid gets a hold of like an early release anything, they feel really entitled to it.
Yep.
And like the first thing they're gonna want to do is brag to their friends and be like, I'm gonna share this with the world and be a hero.
You look real goofy, huh? The lighting is so harsh.
That criticism was harsh.
No, I like the lighting.
Oh.
I just meant it's very contrasted. That's cool.
Yeah. You go down...
Go in his little throat.
Looks like a bullet can...
Oh yeah, it's your friend. It's your friend.
What's up, fuck ass?
Fuck ass. I love the way you go in just to do this.
Thank you! Thank the gods you came back for me!
I didn't come back for you.
Later, bitch!
It's so cool.
It's such a like commando moment.
Yeah.
Remember when I said I would kill you last? I lied!
I lied. Do you think Arnold Schwarzenegger has a big, you know,
I mean, maybe not. He abused a lot of steroids.
He's also like smaller, like he's not small, but he's like short.
He's not naturally a tall guy. Yeah.
But
he's a buff guy. He'd put in a lot of work back in the day. Work plus, you know,
maybe he did
plus
little
steroids.
Maybe he had little weights for his willy.
No.
You're supposed to go
block my ass until I die.
No, thank you.
I'll do it. I'll take one for the team.
You're gonna fuck his ass until he dies?
I mean, he asked.
I mean, yeah.
Well, now, yeah.
I finally have an excuse to do that.
Like, this game, I feel like if I put my mind to it, I could make it just like 3D wise. Like, the models aren't that, like, you know, complicated or whatever. But now games have gotten to a point where it's like it's so complicated and detailed now, like all these new.
But but you never need that. Like, indie studios are still constantly doing stuff that, like, you know, you only need a small team to make. Like,
yeah, that's true.
And if anything,
I remember that, like, Jelly Blood looked super good back in the day.
How come he looks so good here now? Did they redo this one?
This is like full up, like pre-rendered stuff.
Slaughtered like animals.
Oh.
The victims lay before him. A reminder of his own past. A past.
Looks like a Cannibal Corpse album cover. I wonder if they did that on purpose, like the corpse positions and stuff.
His only solace was the sea. Endlessly sailing from one harbor to the next.
Sad, so now I'm ocean gay.
Ocean gay?
He's gay for the ocean, dude.
He gets to fuck girls, though.
Oh yeah, this is the fuck girls mini game.
I did more like whoa!
We're gonna need
something over those.
Yeah.
Put a fine summer gown over those ladies.
A really pixelated one.
Leave me alone.
He's always shouting God's names.
I have faithfully served the gods for 10 years. When will you relieve me of these nightmares?
We request one final task of you.
Man, Kratos is a little entitled, I think. He just expects the gods to relieve him of his nightmares.
Now my brother Ares lays siege as we speak.
I don't think that's so much to ask.
He's got pale privilege.
The gods relieve me of my nightmares.
Yeah.
It only took me like 2 years.
Yeah, because you were praying to the right ones.
Yeah.
It must be you, Kratos.
This one, I wouldn't trust this one.
Why the fuck would you pray to Athena? What's she got of?
She got an owl and she thinks really hard about things.
Cool.
Athena's just that bitch that fucking goes on Instagram and she finds like the pictures of stars with like the inspirational quotes over them. And she's like, this is so deep. And she like posts it with song lyrics online. That's what she would be if she was rather than an ancient Greek god, just like a 20-year-old white girl today.
So she's got an exotic pet that she can't look after, and she just blathers on.
She's got like a chinchilla and it's got like gallstones. Should I bang these girls or would that make this video demonetized? It's actually, it becomes more censored when you start having sex with them because you can't see their titties.
Full circle.
There you go. And just like in real life, I'm good at it.
That was inappropriate.
I didn't mean
inappropriate.
Do you think that Kratos is only so angry because he's diabetic and has low blood sugar? Do you think that that's...
That could be a contributing factor to his ire.
His ire.
You got a new enemy type. You gotta use L1 to block these guys.
Oh,
off.
Could you block up until this point?
You probably could have.
Oops.
Well, this is the first time it tells you.
The game should,
the game is acknowledging that blocking was not necessary up until this point, but maybe you should consider it now. You haven't gotten to the point where you actually can use, or is it just a matter of going into a menu to spend your like red points?
Let's see.
Have you just been neglecting that this whole time? Oh yeah, you have been. So you can upgrade your main weapons, which
Are we
makes
in
sense.
agreement that the Blades of Chaos are just the best item in this game and we shouldn't bother upgrading anything else?
Yeah.
Are we all... I think everybody is...
Go for it, yeah.
They won't be like,
You didn't upgrade that fucking hammer you got on the guy's back.
I like in the third one they just fucking stopped trying because I guess everybody liked the Blades of Chaos too much, so everything is just Blades of Chaos.
I mean, they're pretty cool.
They are. I think they're neato.
Did he get rid of it in the new one? I didn't see them in the new one, right?
No. Oh, the like new one?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just has like an axe.
Yeah, it looks like he fights with more like conventional weapons.
He has like an axe that's like Thor's hammer that fucking like comes back to him. It's a little stupid. Although, that would make sense because they're fighting Norse gods now, right?
Oh, did they decide to like change the theming?
Yeah. No. I hope he fights Jesus.
He's the ghost of Sparta, though. He's not the ghost of like Sweden.
Ghost of Sweden. This is silly because the Blades of Chaos are really iconic and fun.
Check this out. Like,
oh yeah, I love this.
He like jumps on him and he like he holds his back.
Like, super triumphant, just
yeah.
It's so cool.
It's a pretty easy game.
I mean, we are playing on normal, to be fair.
If you're a little fat baby, maybe you'd have some trouble with it, but look at that PNG image of
oh yeah
of the rest of that.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't have noticed it unless
like when you think about when you're programming for these older consoles, you really did have to like be legit worried about like RAM limitations. The PlayStation 2 only had maybe like 1 or 2 gigs of memory for the whole system, if that.
I'd say less, right?
Maybe less, yeah. Like because it was dedicated and these things couldn't multitask.
If I recall correctly,
look it up.
Like,
it might have been 512 megs.
I want to say that the fucking like Xbox 360 and PS3 only had 512 megs.
I don't know about that, but hold on. For the PS3, I don't know.
Yeah, look it up. Look up PS3 RAM.
All right, I'm gonna look up nerdy facts while you guys play cool, violent video games. No, that sounds like more my speed, you know. If I were a character in like a TV show, I'd be that like that neckbeard kid who sits at home and like figures stuff out from like Mother Base, you know. I wouldn't be the guy out in the field doing anything cool.
I think you're pretty cool.
Tomar, you're like buffer than all of us.
But I'm the nerd.
You don't get to be that anymore. You like sports now.
No, I don't.
You like being a sport.
I like being a good sport. It's important to always be gracious in victory.
Yo, dude, that's the troll from Lord of the Ring?
That was a great joke. You referenced a very popular thing.
Thank you.
That's gonna help our search terms.
Yahoo Answers is screwing my phone right now. It just created all this unnecessary white space that's growing by the second.
Just like the current state of America.
Man,
right?
Yahoo.
Let's get political.
I don't like her face at all. Oh, it's the Gorgon.
It's a Gorgon. Ow! Oh, I hated fighting Gorgons because they could actually turn you to stone in this game, right?
Yeah, they can like turn you to a rock and one-shot you.
Yeah. These guys are some of the cheapest enemies in the game, so until you get strong enough to like waste them, yeah, they're actually pretty tedious. I remember getting one-shotted a lot by these things.
Okay, Chris, you're gonna go on death row, and they say you can either have this thing turn you into a rock, or we'll just regular electrocute you. Which do you?
All right. There you go. You better break out.
You'd be a rock?
Yeah, I'd have a statue of me left over.
What if they say someone you really don't like is gonna get the statue of you?
Oh, are they gonna draw on me?
They might. You don't know. How mature do you think somebody you really don't like is?
They might use a hat rack. They might hang all their used jizz rags on their arms.
I feel like I still want to be the statue because it seems like it would be painless.
So you would leave a legacy over no matter how unfortunate it may be.
Grab that bitch.
Yeah.
I can't grab her yet.
Oh, you can't grab her?
Yeah, she needs to take enough damage.
The first one you fight, would you say she's harder than the standard ones?
I think that she is. Don't quote me on that, but she like fucking...
She's decimating you.
Yeah. I'll beat her. I'll beat her here.
At least you can cancel her out by doing that.
Yo, Lyle.
Yeah, what's up?
Would you let your dick take the form of chalk for 1 year if you got paid $10 million at the end of it?
Yes.
Yeah.
But what if your dick broke off?
Oh,
So it's
so
like
there's
a little stick of chalk.
So it's like this heavy risk you're taking where you have to be really careful with your dick for the entire
full year,
or you will probably lose it permanently.
Yeah.
How much money did you say it was?
10 million.
I could probably get like a new dick reconstructed, worst comes to worst.
No, that does not exist.
Okay.
It does not exist.
You can't have like a finger snapped off and like repurposed as a... For $10 million, I could probably hire like bodyguards to...
Guard your dick.
Yeah.
What do you mean bodyguards?
A simple bathroom
legs.
accident could do.
Exactly, that's what I mean.
That's the other thing. Does he still have like full function of his urethra in terms of like, can he pee?
He doesn't need to pee for a year.
Okay, so
I would pay $10 million to not have to pee for a year. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but your dick can fall off, and you can't have sex for a whole year.
So I don't have to pee. You realize how much time that saves?
Okay,
it's like sex, not having to pee.
Okay, Lyle, your dick is chalk, and your testosterone increases 100%.
So you're just constantly ready to like fucking
You're super horny.
You're super horny and super aggressive.
Yeah.
What if, can I use the chalk?
No. If you use it, your dick will just lose inches.
Okay, so it will like sand off. All right.
You're like sanding off the what will ultimately be the final volume of your penis.
So I can't have a woman like be a sexy school teacher and like write math equations with it.
Also, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, just walking around would kind of wither it down over the course of a few weeks.
I know, right? Chalk is not exactly the most like sturdy of.
You would have to lie on your back with your dick out for a full year just to not lose any of it.
That's my dream.
Just build a little cage around it.
But what if
you could? Yeah, they actually have those like just as things that exist for fetish purposes. So I'm sure that you could
like
probably
a little penile cage.
Yeah, I'm sure that you could like find one that probably nestles chalk into. You could just find one and then put like a rag or something around it, you know, to insulate it. You could probably have like a pretty decent.
Maybe if you knew like some cool like chemistry tricks, you could find a way to like convert the chalk into a harder mineral temporarily or something.
I wouldn't take it because all those.
You wouldn't take any chances.
Yeah, I wouldn't do much in the way of like modification with that.
You wouldn't whittle it down into a point.
No,
I'm actually.
You wouldn't look forward to like your dick coming back as a sharp weapon.
What I would do is I would you know how there's like rich people versions of everything that are just nicer than the things that you have. I would look up what the most expensive chalk is, and I would see how it was like packaged. I'd order it from like Amazon or like I'd order it from their personal website. So it's like I would see how they packaged it, and then I just do that to my dick.
The more I think about it, the more hellish it seems.
If I were in a situation where I lost my dick and it wasn't through my own like stupid selfish choices, I'd find a way to deal with having no dick. But if I knew it was because I was being greedy, I feel like I'd always regret it.
Yeah.
You know?
That's
I
true.
think I would more regret making the mistake. Yeah.
Dude, eat some gorgonzola, dude.
Well, it's my favorite type of cheese or pussy.
Gorgonzola?
Yeah, those Gorgonzolan ladies, they, oh.
Welcome to Gorgonzola.
Have a bite of my pussyola.
Is Gorgonzola like a...
I'm going in circles.
Is Gorgonzola a French or an Italian cheese, or neither?
Do I look like a cheese connoisseur to you?
Look at these guys with their armor.
Look at these guys.
High self-esteem. They go, you know, I didn't want to do it for the longest time, but I finally started getting help, and I feel good about myself. And then just an angry man, ironically, murders all of them.
They're pretty tall.
Do you think that makes them happier with who they are?
It makes me wonder, like, is it that them getting help really made them happy, or is it the idea that they think they're getting help?
It's a placebo.
Just
Does it super matter? I mean, if it's all mental anyway.
I guess you're right. Just the idea that someone who you've been told is able to help you, you're paying them money or something to help you, maybe that was all you really needed.
Yeah, maybe all you need to do is just give your money to somebody and then you'll be happy.
From the perspective of the casual con artist, that's a great attitude to have.
It'd be cool if someone modded this just so your Disney's Hercules instead of Kratos.
That's gotta exist.
I've never seen it.
Fill it. Jar with my goop.
Is that a battle happening in the background?
Drink it like moonshine.
I think
so. There's a big war going on. I think Ares is like stomping around, although I could be completely wrong on that.
You're probably gonna get a view of him in a second.
I know at the end you kind of fight him around here. This is Athens, and Athena's like, I own this, it's named after me. That's how I know it's mine.
See, gods are fucking assholes.
Always. There's no such thing as like a good god. They're all just bastards
And why do people
corrupted
always
by power.
go, good God, man?
Because of the irony of the statement.
Good point.
If there was a good god, nobody would respect him.
Yeah, he'd just be like, guys.
Exactly. The whole thing about being a god is getting people to like unquestionably fear you.
Yeah, you need some natural disasters every now and again. You need starvation. You need a point in history or two that people are just really uncomfortable talking about from then on.
Yeah, human beings forget really bad shit really quickly when anything like goes right.
Oh, look at his face.
Oh.
Yeah, he goes, oh. He's just like,
He pushed over that statue of Zoobs.
Was that Zoobs?
Yeah, look, see?
I don't remember Zeus ever being a one to like hold a scroll though. He's
yeah, that was
like
Jesus.
a lightning bolt.
That was unquestionably Jesus.
That was Manthena.
Athena had a DeviantArt page and she gender swapped herself.
That's pretty cool. I guess she's kind of magic, huh? Look at her hands.
Would you chortle her orbis, Chris?
I chortle her orbs maybe once or twice.
That man died the way he lived.
Just having a nice sit down.
Chilling,
With his
yeah.
hands on his dick.
Bleeding out of it.
He says, this wasn't worth it. I shouldn't have turned it into chalk.
Oh, look at the ocean in the background.
What good at $10 million when you're still forced into the Roman army? Or Greek, I guess.
Tomer, have you ever been to Greece?
I haven't. I've never been to Europe.
Really?
They don't like Americans there.
I've been to a ton of places, and they don't like Americans anywhere, Lyle.
That's true.
Our currency is collapsing, but we're gonna be snooty about yours.
Oh, shit.
Well, I tried to grab
Maybe
him.
you guys should have been nicer to England.
What did I do?
Maybe you shouldn't have fought so hard against taxation without representation. We wouldn't be in this mess. We wouldn't be so greasy. We'd be called well-kempt.
Oh man, you gotta fight this bitch and this thing all at the same time.
I'm tired of both of their shits.
Use your electro mode.
I don't have it. I'm out of thunder.
Good job, stupid.
So yeah, Chris, I've been to a lot of random Asian countries.
What was the coolest one?
I really like Thailand. I'm not gonna lie. Thailand is a lot of fun, and
I've heard very varying opinions on your Thailand trip from various people.
Look,
everybody left with a different.
The nature of that particular trip aside, I've now been to Thailand 3 times, and like, it is just one of my favorite places to just eat. Food is dirt cheap and like consistently delicious no matter where you go. It's kind of weird how like any guy on the street is probably a better chef than like most restaurateurs in this country.
What if it was just the same guy like following you around and you never noticed, and he was making the same food and you also never noticed? We should go to Thailand and buy food in bulk and then eat food for a year on Thailand food, and that's how we'll save money.
I've thought a lot about retiring there. Just, I mean, I definitely want to
how much
learn some actual Thai before I move
alone
there.
Have you thought about the final chapter of your life, Tomar?
I don't know, man. I like to plan ahead.
I think you're gonna be all right. That's what I think.
As long as I remain paranoid, sure.
That one had a rope on it conveniently. Sometimes you just gotta rope arrow the enemy in.
Do it. Go, go, go.
Oh no, they're coming back. They're gonna follow you.
Oh shit.
You can do this.
Stop.
Can you do me a favor and like fuck right off, please?
There's a slicing your butthole. Look how tall he is.
Yeah, they are weirdly long.
How's he so big?
Yeah, I thought these were zombies of real people, but they're just zombies of gigantic people.
Are they Spartans?
I don't know if Kratos is supposed to be. I would assume. Oh, okay. That I thought that would make me. Oh my god. I would have rather just died. It's not that far back.
What if it brought you back to level 1?
The Hydra comes back up again, and you're just like, oh well.
Those guys are all just sort of chilling.
Whoa! Life hack.
Wow, you really.
Yeah, apparently, once they get on the rope, they're incapable of getting off.
It's like a fucking
having a bit of a moment here. I'd like to take some time to appreciate this.
6 little monkeys sitting on a rope.
Oh god, okay, they can't get off.
Yeah.
They can't get off. Party's over. This takes too long.
That was good.
Yeah, okay. Well, that made my life a lot easier, and that was why I did it. On purpose, definitely.
Sing along. No, never mind.
Get him with the ankles. Get him with the ankles.
Give him a clip around the ear. That guy's coming to get you, man.
They have such like a casual demeanor. They're like,
it looks like they're kind of dancing.
Yeah, like the kind of like Elvis Presley sort of like.
We're having an Elvis thing.
We were kinda, not really. It doesn't have to be a thing unless you want to make it a thing.
I don't know enough about Elvis for it to be a thing.
Well, then it's not a thing.
Wait, what's happening?
We're just talking about how little about Elvis we really know.
I was gonna say, like,
who was he?
So this was where you were firing the thing before.
We can presume, but was he human? Did he really die? Find out next time on Elvis Inquiries.
Whoa.
Can I just like fuck these guys up?
Yeah, try it.
Yeah, I think so.
Hey. You ever heard the one about the fucking 2 Minotaurs that-
Oh!
Right, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they're one-hit kills.
It's really fun.
I don't think I did this when I played it. I think I just tried to fight him. What a fool I was.
It's just like a typical thing you wouldn't think to do, really.
Who would think that the best thing to do after firing a giant arrow is to fire a giant arrow?
Like 5 more times?
Yeah.
Look at that butthole in the... Yeah,
Whoa!
I told you he was standing there fucking around with stuff.
He's pretty big.
Look at his big old fire beard.
That's so mean.
Yeah, Ares' fingers are so, like, stubby.
That's really...
a total dick right now.
It's a really cool view, actually.
Did he just notice you?
It looked like it.
No.
You're not cool enough yet.
He's not even wearing his glasses.
Tomar.
Yeah?
You be Kratos, I'll be Ares.
Alright. Hey, what's up, Ares?
Hello. Are you okay today, Kratos?
Yeah, I'm having a good day. I just, you know, got done slaughtering legions of your minions.
I kind of thought you'd be a little angrier with me. You're being pretty friendly.
No, this is what gets me going in the morning, you know? Like if I didn't have zombies to kill, what would I do with myself? Then we'd be at a real rough spot.
You're giving Kratos like an American twang.
Hello, man, I'm Kratos. I'm Kratos. I'm done with all Spartans. I mean, what's a Greek accent? What does a Spartan sound like in English?
I moved to America because I can't die.
This is a localized interpretation.
Look at that nice lighting. Look at that.
I like it.
It's baked
A
lighting.
long way. I didn't actually read this the 2 times I made it pop up.
It says,
it's a massive door emblazoned with the symbol of the doors shut tight.
Cannot be open
from here. Great.
Yep.
Thanks, game. I'm glad that it showed me though.
Go talk to Aerith.
He's just kind of fucking.
You talk to Ares. Just shout.
Yeah.
Hey! There you go.
Plug in the PlayStation.
Oh, he noticed.
He was like, oh, I don't like hearing that.
You gotta plug in the PS2 socket microphone and shout at him.
Yeah, you gotta put your controller in the second slot, and then it controls Ares, and you can walk him over to you.
Are you sure you can't walk to the center of that platform and do something?
Where it came from?
Yeah.
I think so.
Think you're supposed
Maybe
to
you go down the left side. Okay. how non-linear.
There's that fucking Pokemon game called Hey You Pikachu where you have to yell at Pikachu and he can't fucking understand a word that you say.
Yeah.
Well, then you could teach him English like over time, right?
I don't think that he actually learned English.
You can teach him.
Well, I mean, you could teach him like 30 words of English.
You could teach him
preset things that he like was programmed to know, but they told you, they lied to you and said that he would like learn over time.
I mean, that sounds accurate.
You can teach him engineering, string theory.
I remember when they first announced the Virtual Boy, they sold a whole bunch of bull crap, bull hockey. I don't want to say too many swears.
Bull hockey.
Bull. But
say baloney.
They said that Wario was gonna learn how to like he could talk to you and like talk about his day with you and stuff, and that was gonna be like a whole thing, like a feature of the Wario World game they were working on.
Is that real?
Yeah, no, I swear I read it in Nintendo Power. Like, they made all these promises that they just conveniently forgot.
Wow. They Molyneuxed it. Well, they didn't have the internet back then, so they could just fucking lie.
I know, right?
I love that Peter Molyneux became that fucking joke.
What is
that was all he fucking did.
Was that like
lied.
Was he the Fable dude?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like, they always talked about it like it was like this, like they were building like friggin' like state-of-the-art AI, and then it was always just like the most rudimentary crap.
He was like, it can learn, it can love.
It can think, it can learn to feel the way you feel.
Trees will grow in real time, and if you murder a man, his son will come after you.
I like the idea of a disc becoming sentient and leaving your house, rolling away. If you don't love Fable, it will leave you.
It just pops out of the slot.
That guy, I respect his con job. He made a fucking game that I think was called, like, Curiosity. And it was just a fucking, like, 3D box made of a bunch of, like, smaller boxes. And you paid to make boxes disappear. And the big question is, like, everybody paid to, like, remove boxes from the same box. So the question is, like, what happens when all the boxes are gone? And then it was literally nothing, and he just made, like, millions of dollars.
I thought you were literally talking about CD cases, and that's how he sells them.
He's got a big warehouse.
It's just a perfect metaphor.
He's just like, somewhere in this warehouse there's a hidden item, but first you must remove all of the boxes.
Poor
Am
Peter.
I supposed to keep killing these guys? They don't seem like they're oh, he just has to fucking step on it with his big idiot body. I bet they thought that they were being, like, really smart for the time where it was like, nobody is gonna expect that.
Whoa!
I mean, it is one of the first times in the game they kind of make you think, what are you running from?
Die like men.
I want this continuity of Kratos sounded like this.
Oh, howdy!
The all-American Kratos. Oh, wow.
Have you heard of the all-American Kratos?
Have you heard of the all-American Kratos?
Sex position.
The all-American Kratos. What would that be?
You fucking,
You give her you give her a flying Ares followed by an all-American Kratos.
You take a needle and a keychain and you, like, pierce her clit, and then at the end, when she climaxes, you tear it out.
Jesus.
That's awful. I don't want to do that.
Is it a feather? No, it's a red. It's a red thing.
You know that the Japanese word for baby translates roughly to red thing?
Wait, really?
Red thing?
Yeah. I don't know what it actually is. I just know that it translates to red thing. They just call babies red things.
I mean, they are.
It's not inaccurate.
Yeah. You know, I created this game.
Did you?
Yeah, Santa Monica Studios hacked my MSN Messenger, stole the idea.
Oh gosh. They would do that, wouldn't they?
That's what they're known for.
My dad owns Santa Monica Studios, and he said that Kratos is modeled after me.
No, that makes total sense.
You got a full head of hair, though.
Yeah, but he said just the muscle part.
Oh.
It's modeled after me.
Yeah.
He said when you were doing a track and field in 9th grade, you got a 6-pack, so I decided to give Kratos a 6-pack. And I said, yeah, Dad, I was pretty buff.
Yeah.
I went to all the proms. I started going to prom as a freshman. Yeah, that's right. 4 years in a row, and I always went with the hottest girl in school.
I won.
She went to a different school, so you've never met her.
I won the King of the Prom twice.
Oh yeah? Did they put a crown?
All hail the king in the prom!
I brought Amir to prom because no girl would come, and I won.
Amir's a babe, dude. Don't fucking... Fucking talk
Is there
trash.
such thing as a mirror with like mirror titties sticking out of it? So when you look into it, you have big titties.
Oh, did you say a mirror?
Yeah.
He said a
thought
mirror,
you meant,
but I
like-
was just gonna let you go and talk about Amir. I'm pretty sure Amir is
the Middle Eastern name, Amir.
I'm pretty sure it's a dude's name.
But you can't
Screw you! Chase some of them. Chase, you could probably get one more.
I could probably do it.
Yeah, there he is.
Get out!
Oh, I'm rolling faster than you can run, idiot.
Oh god!
hey.
Yeah! Line them up. Woo!
They all escaped.
They all gave you health.
Why did you do that?
He was
Fucking told me to.
he was rewarded
yeah.
for it.
Get those guys.
No, you actually should keep these guys around. If you have trouble fighting the Cyclops, they can heal you.
Really?
Yeah, they all give you health when you kill them. So I shouldn't have trouble fighting the Cyclops because I'm, you know, the best. But
You're pretty cool.
Yeah, my dad thinks so. I mean, you heard what he did.
Is he
but
fighting you with a giant jawbone?
I think he is.
That's pretty
What?
cool.
Fuck.
You grabbed the wrong thing.
You saved that Cyclops' life, you moron.
Oh well.
Oh.
These guys should really just not run next to the
Oh
Cyclops.
yeah, it's like a dragon jawbone.
They don't really have a lot of like self-preservation instincts, despite the way that their frantic demeanor might make them appear. They have collectively 2 eyes. They form a full head, and 2 jawbones, 2 like half jawbones. They could make like
They could make the lower jaw of one animal.
Yeah, exactly. And what an animal it would be.
That's playing God. Don't do it. You know Frankenstein was real?
The monster or the man? Or
The monster.
What did he say? What were his political affiliations?
Yeah, I think let's get down to the important stuff.
Yeah, let's see. Like
who did Frankenstein vote for?
He was
in the like. Where did he live? It would have been
I think he strikes me as like a Rubio guy.
Abraham Lincoln stole his bit. Frankenstein was the first guy to free the slaves, and then Lincoln
Lincoln put him back. It was like
he put him back to free him again, and then he took the credit.
He was kind of vain like that.
he was like the Thomas Edison of freeing the slaves. to Frankenstein's Tesla. Wasn't Frankenstein like made with Tesla coils?
Was
don't
he?
Don't they like put them on like
totally. I mean, there are definitely coils in all the like renditions. I don't know if they're technically Tesla coils, but I assume they're based on the Tesla coil.
Because it's scary foreign electricity. Ooh.
Yeah, that's scary, evil Russian electricity.
We want God's electricity, which was achieved with thunder and a key. No, the whole thing was Frankenstein is like, he's misunderstood, right?
But he fucking throws a little girl in the river.
Yeah, but she was asking for it.
Yeah, that's the part they always leave out.
She was kind of asking for it. Did you see what she was wearing, dude?
Just said, throw me in a river.
It was just a novelty T-shirt.
Don't throw me in the river.
Look at the reflective ballroom.
But her hair was long and it covered the don't. I misunderstood. I am misunderstood.
This move right here.
Yeah.
Maybe it's. I know it was super overpowered in God of War 2. I don't. It didn't look exactly how I remembered it, but it is the button combo.
No, I definitely remember that.
Yeah, you remember it being good? I remember.
I used it a lot.
Yeah, I remember it being good.
If only because it looks really cool.
Do you think if Kratos was going to a bar, he'd be like, "Hey, baby, what's up? Check this out."
Yeah. He just fucking destroyed the bar, but he'd impress
like,
somebody.
Smashes up the table and fucking.
Who's this hot tamale?
I know who you are.
Just imagine the awkwardness of that. He just does that. Like one of his chains gets caught on like a chandelier and he like eats shit in the middle of the bar. I'm sorry, I'm talking over the important cutscene.
No, he said.
What was the point of that?
So that's the lady he was hitting on.
I was gonna say, that's to just
Probably-
prove how repulsive Kratos is to women. She's gonna actually kill herself because of how ugly he is. She's just so pale.
She bonked her noodle.
That's a way to put that.
So this
Kratos
this
can just
lethal
take that,
fall.
Yeah, he can just take that fall fine.
There's a key in her pocket.
Don't take it.
You just fished through a dead woman's pockets.
Wow, what a violation.
Her ovarian
Privacy.
pocket.
Her ovarian pocket.
Once you are dead, the remains of your pocket are to be scattered.
Don't reach into my
The
pocket.
remains of your pocket.
This place has got a very well mopped floor.
Destroy magic shields with the plume of Prometheus.
Yeah, that's a very like specific move to be like you gotta do this all the time.
Use the plume. Plume.
I'm the plume.
Beware the plume.
The plume of my poon. Oh, fuck off.
2 Gorgons at once.
Oh
dude.
dang! They both dodged your bar trick.
No! Oh, she froze the dude. That's cool that they made it like so they could like kind of friendly fire their own.
Oh, they can?
Yeah.
Apparently, yeah.
That's cool.
She just froze that guy.
Gorgons gotta eat.
Say what you will about the Gorgons, but they definitely turn into red things.
I've never said anything about the Gorgons. Where'd you hear that from?
Gorgonstink.org.
Oh.
I saw you on there.
You found it. You found my hidden agenda.
What would you do if you were friends with a guy for 20 years and then you found out that he's obsessed with a website like that?
What, like
like a hate website against your ethnic group or something?
No, it's a pointless website that he obsesses over, like fuckgorgons.org, and he just spends like 8 hours on it a day.
I have friends on this couch even with weirder obsessions, to be totally honest with you.
Yeah, well, go on then, say it.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying, Chris, you're a big old goofball. You've shown me some things.
My name is Christian Chandler. I am here, and y'all are there.
This machine creates potato garnishes. This is where I make potato garnishes.
Yeah.
And you've been like, I've seen every one of these videos, and I'm like, oh.
It's interesting.
It is. It is.
That's where the key was. That was not obvious in the slightest.
It made me go all the way around to literally the place where she fell off. Like, if she had not fallen off, I would have been right next to it.
Yeah, way to reuse assets, guys.
No, reuse your assets, boy.
Reuse your ass.
Got him. That booty hole is recyclable.
You're petting an all-white cat.
That's some kind of luck effect.
He's so cute.
He's a good little man. He's drooling on me though a lot.
No, I wanted to kill those men.
Does he drool a lot?
Yeah. See?
Oh.
Put some teeth in him. Usually animals, when they lose their teeth,
it's disgusting.
They start drooling, so maybe he needs more teeth.
Yeah, just add teeth.
Take him to a dentist and have him put a bunch of teeth in.
I'm gonna knock out all my teeth.
Find a cat on the street and just like take all his teeth.
I don't use my teeth that much. I just kind of make.
Fine, give him your teeth.
I suck on a lot of lollipops.
Imagine a cat with human teeth. Just a full human set of teeth.
What would be wrong with that?
Would it smile or would it just like be angry all the time?
I don't know.
Would it bare its teeth angrily or would it just have a grin?
I mean, cat teeth are actually way more intimidating. Like they have a lot more like sharp teeth.
Would it be like a dolphin where like it looks like it's smiling all the time, but it's really fucking pissed at you?
Yeah, that sounds right.
They say that dolphins are the only animal aside from humans with the capacity to fucking hate. Yeah, dolphins are terrible creatures. Can we just
don't bump the mic?
Don't
There's a cat like precariously close to ruining our whole setup right now.
Sorry.
Because it's in love with me.
He's gonna start.
Why? I'm shit. It literally.
The one person who's playing
laid down on me.
on your forearm.
He loves you.
Actually, these things are kind of constantly working against themselves.
Oh, there he goes in the background. That was so cool.
Yeah, he's Roman. Actually, he's Greek.
I was gonna say.
A little bit of a historical joke for you. It was a joke about countries. It was a joke about I'm gonna fucking. Oh wait, I have my blue guy mode.
Yeah, fuck him up.
When I'm really angry, I become a blue guy. Me blue.
I'm just gonna
I'm
have
blue and I'm angry at you.
You won't like me when I'm blue.
And then he becomes blue. That guy got slit.
That guy got slit.
That'd be a good newscast.
Kill him. Oh man, Ares got him first.
Boom!
You dick!
Me wanted.
Oh Jesus!
You fell, dude.
Nice. All right.
No.
I'd like to point out that I have died by my own hand now officially more than the game has killed me.
Yeah.
I find that that's the case a lot. is I fucking jump off cliffs sometimes.
I mean, yeah. Watch out, they're shooting stuff at you.
Ouch, ouch.
I mean, there's not much I can really do about it.
Jump. I was gonna say, they're pretty sympathetic in terms of the actual damage those arrows deal.
I don't know, like, I can't block when I'm on that, so I can't exactly climb any faster.
Don't worry, you got some red stuff.
Climb and jump. Who knows? Who knows what they were thinking? They were all doing the cocaine.
The cocaine.
That's Sony Santa Monica Studios, man.
Yo, Lyle, what's the #1 cocaine manufacturer in your neighborhood?
It's this dude named Andy, and he's got really good cocaine.
Cool, dude.
That's how I describe most of my favorite cocaine dealers, too.
That's a guy called Andy?
He's fucking nuts, bro. I don't know where he gets it, but if I did, I wouldn't be getting it from him. You idiot.
I heard he stole cocaine.
He stole a whole cocaine? Well, I hope.
And then he sells it.
Yeah.
For a profit.
That cocaine belongs in a museum.
Belongs in a museum.
Rip the wings off.
Why does it belong in a museum? Just because it's old?
Yeah.
I mean, what if I perceive something as being old differently than Indiana Jones?
Well, I think you just have to show them like a birth certificate.
Then you probably a Nazi.
If you're actually, they say if you bring in your ID and you're older than anything at the Smithsonian, you get to keep it. Okay. You can have it. It's yours.
Maybe I think 10 years ago is pretty old.
That's just a weird, arbitrary policy to have. I mean, I guess the whole point is they're trying to make is that
you own the year. You have it. It's yours. Oh, what about museums?
Just the fact that the Smithsonian is not going to have anything that isn't historically significant.
What if, like, to fuck with the Smithsonian in like 100 years, you were like the president, let's say, and you did every important major thing with like a big old dildo in your butt, and so the Smithsonian would have to display it. Like, whatever your most proud accomplishment was, at the end of the speech, you just pull the dildo out of your butt and just like hold it up just so everyone can see it. You're just like, yeah, take a look, take a look.
There's gonna be an important historic artifact.
Yeah, you're just like, I have worked out a treaty between Israel and Palestine, and furthermore,
there's a dildo in my butt.
Get a load of this. This is I've engraved both of the initials for Israel and Palestine on it. Smithsonian, write this down, and then they have to put it in there, and everybody has to look at it. Just as is, they don't wash it off or anything either, because that would ruin the historical significance.
I was gonna say you can't clean something like that.
Yeah, exactly. You have to leave it as is.
It's like taking a brush to the Mona Lisa. You know, you just don't do it.
Even though she like needs eyebrows, like that guy really fucked up.
Yeah, agreed.
The pinnacle of beauty in that part of Italy was to have no eyebrows.
Is that a real thing?
I have no idea.
Reason he didn't give her eyebrows?
I have no idea.
Maybe the bitch was like insecure about her eyebrows. Maybe she had like really thick eyebrows, and she was like,
he repainted them like 4 times, and she kept complaining. And he's like, fine, you're not getting any fucking eyebrows. You happy?
Those dude's hairy ass legs.
I think you have to go get lightning, and then you just fucking smite that man.
Well, that's fair. He's being an asshole.
He deserves to be smited. I'm really tired of his lip and his gumption. Fucking why does God of War keep doing this to me?
Have you been here already?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I don't remember it looping back into itself this much.
Well, now you're gonna remember forever.
You just follow the line of things trying to kill you, and eventually you'll find the way. As in life, so too is video games.
Definitely good advice. If there's nothing trying to kill you in a given spot, you're obviously not doing it right.
That's why going to war is the most right thing you could ever do.
Yeah, it's like a guaranteed, like...
It's guaranteed you're doing the right thing. If anybody's... Oh, okay. Well... Tired of that. I feel like I'm going the right way.
Yeah, that's the Zeus hole.
There's the Zeus hole where all the Zeus.
So there's an arbitrary wall, and here's a crossbow. Okay. Maybe you should fire it.
I feel like I have to move it.
They stole this from Game of Thrones.
It's not really a spoiler because like I don't think they effectively did anything with it.
It was nothing.
But did they make a big deal out of it?
Not really.
Like a little bit. He's just like, I've invented this thing to kill dragons, and then they hit a dragon once, and it's fine.
Yeah, it's really nothing.
Did he just like storm back with the receipt? Like, so
this was the only job.
Yeah, I bought this from you. It didn't work. It's like a clearly open package, it's clearly used. I have a policy against that. I don't take these things back.
It's not like you have any video evidence, so we don't have that yet, right?
For all I know, it could be the thing could be fucking dead, and you're just fucking with me.
Do you plan on watching?
You killed your dragon, you got what you wanted, and now you're trying to get a refund.
Do you plan on watching Game of Thrones, Lau?
Yeah, I'm actually like a season in.
It's pretty good. I like it.
I was not prepared for. I was expecting it to be a lot more like kind of monotone than it was.
Yeah.
And there's like all these like wacky cartoon characters doing silly things, and I'm kind of happy with that.
Yeah, it's just fun. I like it.
It's a human thing to try to find humor in like the darkest shit.
And it's also like contrast. Like if you don't have characters that are occasionally happy, you don't fucking care when they're miserable.
Yeah,
that's true.
You know? Do you feel me?
I feel you.
But what else do you feel, Chris?
My dick.
Is it slimy? Well,
is there a particular way you need it to
I think I need to fucking blow that door to hell.
Oh, I see. So now you turn it back.
Yeah, I do want to see what's at the top of that ladder first, though. Maybe it's my dreams. Becoming a country music artist. Or maybe it's a fucking box with red shit in it. There we go. Yummy red shit. The good thing about old game design is they don't respect you as much. They go, you don't have shit to do. Imagine being late for something and just... I guess you just fucking pause the game and go do it.
Yeah, I mean, you could pause games back then.
What if we get to a point where, like, it's a legitimate excuse, like, your boss is super furious with you, you're late for work, and you're like, wait, you don't understand. I was solving a God of War puzzle, and then suddenly he's like, well, oh, okay, I can relate to that.
We have kind of interesting things like that, like smoke breaks. Like, that's like a socially acceptable thing.
I was gonna say, it's one of those things that, it feels like it's a stayover from, like, World War II, or World War I even, like, where it's like, you have to respect the smoke break, you know, even though only, like, 20% of Americans smoke now, like...
They used to think it was healthy for you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think the whole thing was that, like, whatever tobacco company, like, convinced, like, these guys that, no, this needs to be part of, like, standard, this needs to be part of the standard, like, kit. Maybe, and they got an entire generation of GIs hooked on cigarettes.
Maybe bosses just feel they get better work out of employees when they have their smoke breaks. Otherwise, the employees are just not focused.
Well, I don't know. What I notice about guys that take smoke breaks is they take them very frequently.
I mean, the thing about it is, like, it's beneficial to someone to have an entire society with an oral fixation, so you do what you can to encourage it by making hourly employees have an excuse to just not work all those hours, and then you got a society that's willing to suck, and that I'm still trying to figure out who, but somebody gets a profound amount of mileage out of that.
Everything in America is full of sugar. Just too much
addictive.
Just too much dang sugar.
Something I noticed when I was in Hong Kong is that they added sugar to like a lot of things.
You serious?
Yeah.
Sugar's like the fucking worst.
But everyone in Hong Kong's in way better shape than everyone in America.
It's because
they have way smaller servings like every other country.
They also run faster, so they need more sugar.
And they sweat a lot because Hong Kong's friggin' humid as hell.
And they're always running. Wouldn't that mean sodium though? Isn't that what you do for sweating? You need salt.
You need electrolytes. I mean, and salt is an easy way to get them.
Remember, kids, eat your salt.
Our meals could technically be a lot cheaper if we all just sort of agreed that they didn't need to be as big. But I don't know. It's kind of hard to unpull that trigger.
But Tomar, We're big. Look at this fucking guy. He's just a guy who wants to be a dick, and then you just...
He's just